My presentation. My name is Dr. Diogo Rodrigue. I'm an agronomist from the University of Parakou, Benin. I will present on farm evaluation of short-term effect of compost-based biochar amendment on maize growth and yield in 4 agroecological of Benin. This work was done in collaboration with the ProSol project on sustainable land rehabilitation. In most sub-Saharan African countries, maize production is characterized by low productivity due to scarce availability of input and drought, which is exacerbated by climate variability. In response to this constraint, several sustainable land management measures, including improved water productivity, composting, biochar amendment, have been advocated. The combination of biochar and compost is strongly similar to the so-called Terra Preta, the mineral-rich black soil from Amazonia, which has been intensively studied in several maize production systems worldwide. This approach will also be used in this study. Therefore, we aim to evaluate the effect of various rates of application of biochar compost amendment on maize production and to examine how this innovation could be incorporated in a digital decision support tools for soil rehabilitation in Benin. The methodology: we've selected 4 municipalities in 4 agroecological zones of Benin. On-farm demonstration trials were established with 20 farmers across the 4 agroecological zones. Each farmer hosted 1 single bioreplicated trial with 6 randomly arranged treatments. This included control, mineral fertilization, compost from animal manure, compost from household waste, Terra Preta from animal manure, Terra Preta from household waste. All the amendments were applied at 200 kg per hectare and were field placed. The data collected include number of leaves, height of spike, diameter of the collar, grain yield, stability of yield, and were analyzed using a mixed model in GenStat. Coming to the result indicated that the mineral fertilization influenced all growth variables: height, leaf number, collar, diameter, while TP1 Terra Preta 200 provided the best performance in height, number, and number of leaves, similar to the mineral fertilization, and TP2 Terra Preta from household waste gave the highest collar diameter. This could be due to the high nutrient concentration of the Terra Preta, which was favored by high rainfall in the dry tropical climate, which is uncommon. And also, with regard to the grain yield, you can see that in the dry tropical climate, Bante, Bebereka, and Kandi, the yield was 2 tons per hectare compared to the subhumid, which is 1 ton in average per hectare. Also, when we compare the treatment, you will see that all the organic amendments gave higher yield compared to the control, while mineral fertilization gave the highest yield, which is significantly different from that of the Terra Preta. However, Terra Preta 1 shows 2 tons per hectare. With regard to the yield stability, although the highest yield was obtained by mineral fertilization, TP1, TP2, and TP2 gave consistent yield in various environments. Conclusion: although mineral fertilization appears to perform well than the other treatments, this practice is unlikely to be sustainable in the long run. Among organic amendments, TP1 200 showed the best performance on the growth and yield variable. This treatment, together with CP2 show more stable yield according to the environment. Further study facilitated by the development of digital support tools are needed to enhance soil fertility and elucidate the effect of organic amendment. Thank you.